Hey Village!
Hey Village! Darcy and I here to share with you a little bit about our vacation. Yeah, so I took the kids with my sister and brother-in-law's family with my mom, and we went down to Jekyll Island, Georgia. We actually stayed off of the island, rented an Airbnb, which was kind of one of those Airbnbs, had a lot of space, had a pool, had a hot tub, but it was like expectation versus reality. I feel like it could have done with a good cleaning and some improvements to the amenities. Bugs were bad. Holy Georgia. Oh my gosh.
And there was like, we saw like 4 frogs.
So many frogs in the pool. I don't think that the pool filter was working.
There was 1 live frog in there and 1 dead frog.
And I think we found some more dead frogs in there. Yep. So we went down there, and honestly, once a year we try to get together with the family and just do something together. And this year I actually wasn't gonna do a trip just because financially it wasn't gonna make sense. But my sister and brother-in-law really wanted to make this happen. So they covered the Airbnb. I think I still have to settle up with them with some of the groceries and food, because once we got there, it was just like, whatever it is. We ended up going about 6 hours down the first day. My sister and brother-in-law had rented this, like, it was called glamping, but it was still, it's about as camping as I will go.
I'm like, here, I'll explain it to them.
Okay, you explain it.
It was basically like camping, but like the tent had like real beds. And one of them, like, you could feel the springs.
You could feel the springs in the beds for some of the beds, yeah.
And then, porta potty.
There was also a regular potty.
Yeah, but we had to
went
walk.
there. We walked.
We had to walk a bit far, but
it was really cool. The kids roasted not just marshmallows, but pizza. They put pizza on a stick.
They did. I tried. And we also did hot dogs, right?
We did roast hot dogs as well that night. And there was like a huge tent that was like covered with like all of this like furniture, which was like couches that were just like under the tent. It was really interesting and really cool, and I could relax in a hammock.
And
yeah,
I always got caught in spider webs. Like I got caught in 2 or 3 spider webs.
I'm not a very outdoorsy person. Darcy wants to camp.
No, I did not.
Well, you used to.
I used to want to camp, but now
that you've camped, you're done?
Yeah.
Oh, and I had this really cool creek, and the kids were like skipping rocks. And it was really chill. She wants to show Penny. Yep, there's Penny. She's about to get groomed again. So the next day after the glamping, we had about another 6 hours, and I had the car really well set up. I borrowed an iPad from a friend and had one of those like extenders. Paid to buy a whole bunch of Disney movies to have them watch it, because I figured the time saved is worth the investment, and made sense to just buy them and download them than rent it. I don't know, that was my choice. Had a center console for them that was jam-packed with writing tablets, lots of snacks. I made sure there were snacks for days. Books, little cars for Sawyer to play with, which was fun. Do you have something to say?
I had a whole honest stream book.
Yep, she was reading a lot of the times. So we got down to our Airbnb, got settled, and basically we just kind of relaxed, did a lot of beach, had some like experiences with Driftwood Beach, which was beautiful, but wasn't a full beach experience because the rocks were so dangerous that one of the kids slipped on the rocks, cut himself, had to get bandaged up right away. My nephew Nolan, he got his hand cut up. But yeah, we couldn't really get to the water to really like refresh, and it was a really, really hot day.
But the other beaches were like more smooth. And
but we ended up having some good beach days, and we also went to the turtle sanctuary, which basically we were able to see some turtles that were in the hospital and getting like rehabbed. And then there was like an educational center, and your admission goes to like donate to the turtles. So that was pretty cool.
And we also got some, there's this gift shop, and me and Toyo and you.
Yep, we picked out some things. Also, something about this trip is that when this was originally planned, we did not have the aged out teen staying with us, but somehow we made it work. So I talked to my sister and brother-in-law and I said, you know, hey, are we gonna be able to have space? And I mean, it was already tight quarters, but luckily the Airbnb had enough like air mattresses and sofa beds that we made it happen. Now, you didn't get any privacy. And there was a lot of like bathroom fighting. Like,
a lot.
But like, oh, where's the bathroom that's open? Somebody get there.
There were only like 3 bathrooms. There's one
and 2 showers. Yeah, it was, but we made it work and we, you know, ate a lot of food. We cooked together. We were gonna do a dolphin tour, but the weather ended up having it be canceled, which was kind of a bummer.
Because the dolphins would be away, I think.
Probably something like that. The visibility might have been low, but we spent a week all together. I had just started my job, and so I actually had to work a good majority of the time, so wasn't super relaxing for me. I did find my pockets of time where I could be at the pool and go to the beach and enjoy the nighttime stuff, but definitely feel like I need a vacation from the vacation because I felt like I was always like prepping to get the kids somewhere or to get us somewhere or cleaning up after or working or trying to tidy up and contribute. But honestly, like my sister and brother-in-law are so amazing and they made sure that, you know, for the most part, the kids were occupied so that I could work because they know that this is a big deal for me. Kind of like rebuilding and getting my feet stable, getting everything together. So yeah, that was like an important thing. But yeah, back to having a foster kiddo, and this is like an aged out, you know, child. So didn't have to go through any approvals to, you know, let them go on the trip or anything. I just asked them, hey, do you want to go or do you want to go stay at a friend's house while we're away? And they wanted to come. And so we made it work. But this comes up a lot with foster families. And what I've done in the past is typically when we're scheduling like family vacations or things like that, it's during a fostering break. Usually like after kids get returned home, and you never really know when that's gonna be, but for the most part, it's worked out for me with scheduling it this way of taking a break and like scheduling a trip during that break so that you don't have some of the unknowns. And then if you do have kids, you know, you can still plan on going on trips and making it work as best you can. And I think the teen is sick of us because they immediately, when they came home, they went to go hang out with friends. Still trying to get them a job that said they were gonna hire her. When she called to get the training schedule, they said that the position was filled. So she's trying to get her old job back. Didn't hear back from them, was supposed to hear yesterday. And we're kind of at that point, they've been here for a month. I had basically said like a month to kind of rest, rejuvenate, take care of yourself, like decompress, and then get a job so that you can qualify for this Bridges program, because once they hit 80 hours of work, they'll qualify for a bunch of resources and support. And it'll honestly help me because right now, like I'm paying for the food, the gas, the, you know, water, all the things, and it's fine. I chose it, but also like I said, I'm rebuilding, so definitely want to get that support to make things a little just more stable. So on the drive back, it was an 11-hour like scheduled drive, and I wasn't confident that I'd be able to make it the whole way, but we got on the road first thing in the morning, had a couple of energy drinks. We made quite a few stops, definitely some traffic, but 14 hours later, we made it home successfully and safely, and I can now say that I made that drive solo. Like I'm feeling really good.
Then you were like, oh
that was
my
her.
gosh.
That was her. She was like, I'm crampy, I want to stretch.
No, she said that.
But the kids actually did surprisingly well, like only a few little meltdowns and discomfort. So I was really impressed. It was a good day. And now we're just kind of working on unpacking and getting settled back in.
I've already unpacked all my stuff in the suitcase.
I haven't. So that is a little bit about the trip. Hopefully you enjoyed some of the pictures and videos. I'm gonna be posting a few more things on Instagram, so feel free to follow there as well. And I think that's it. I think we're gonna get back to some foster related content. Just wanted to give you all an update. Generally speaking, generally speaking, and then get back into some foster related content in the next video. So have quite a few questions that you guys have been asking. And I might honestly just do a Q&A video where I put questions up that you've asked and just kind of rapid fire answer them.
See you next time, guys. Bye.